Good morning, Morgan, and good morning to any of Morgan's friends that might be joining us for this video. This is going to be video 14 for the Python training series. And we're going to finish up the introduction to functions that we started in video 13. Okay? And this is going to be a quick video because all we're really doing is making the code that we had in video 13 useful, in that we're going to actually return a value. Okay? And so what we've done here is you can see that we're actually creating a list. Remember the lists? We're populating the list with the Fibonacci numbers and returning that we can then print. Okay? But let's go ahead and let's go over to the manual and let's read the manual, and then we'll come back here and we'll read and we'll run the code and we'll talk about it some more. See you then. All right, now we're at the manual. Let's go ahead and hear what the manual has to say about. Come on, manual.
Coming from other languages, you might object that fib is not a function, but a procedure, since it doesn't return a value. In fact, even functions without a return statement do return a value, albeit a rather boring one. This value is called none. It's a built-in name. Writing the value none is normally suppressed by the interpreter if it would be the only value written. You can see it if you really want to using print.
Yeah, well, we don't want to see it, so we're going to just not even going to include that in our test code. Shall we continue?
It is simple to write a function that returns a list of the numbers of the Fibonacci series, instead of printing it. Def fib.
All right, and here we go. This is the code. We just took it right out of the manual and we pasted it into the code, and soon we're going to run it, but let's go ahead and finish this last little bit.
This example, as usual, demonstrates some new Python features. The return statement returns with a value from a function. Return without an expression argument returns none. Falling off the end of a function also returns none. The statement result.append a calls a method of the list object result. A method is a function that belongs to an object and is named obj.methodName, where obj is some object.
Okay. What this really boils down to is that when you ever have an object is just storing different bits of data. Okay. Any program designed specifically to help you access that data stored in that object, they call a method. Okay. So what it is this method of append only is attached to the result object. Now there might be other objects out there that also have an append statement, but this one is specific to this object. I hope I didn't confuse you with that. All right, let's continue.
This may be an expression, and method name is the name of a method that is defined by the object's type. Different types define different methods. Methods of different types may have the same name without causing ambiguity. It is possible to define your own object types and methods using classes. See classes. The method append, shown in the example, is defined for list objects. It adds a new element at the end of the list. In this example, it is equivalent to result equals result plus a, but more efficient.
Thank God the boring part's over. All right, let's go run some code. And here's the output. All right, we've got the print statements in there so we can see what the code is that actually ran. And here we run we call the statement. We store it into this object, and of course I didn't show the print thing, but we actually go and we print the fib 100. And that's all there is to it. All right, the most important thing about this was learning about objects and methods that act on the data in the object and how you can use the class statement to create your own objects and methods. And with that, we are done with this video. I'll see you in video 15.